we've changed so much. We give you a full rundown of what's going on and what our future plans are. What our plans were, what they changed into, and what they are now. This isn't gonna work. Good morning. I am getting ready to race out the door as we speak. Long time no chat. Okay, it's just been like a week. Not really. I think it just posted a vlog for you guys, but it was Tommy's room makeover. That completely took over our life for a few days there, which they always do. All the room makeovers do, and I absolutely love it. But I haven't pumped out a vlog for you guys in like a week, maybe a little more than a week. And there has been so much that has been going on in that small week. So as per usual, we've got such a busy day, so I'm gonna take you along with me and we can talk about some updates. We're currently running out the door to dance. Addie has a makeup session today from when we were gone last week, so she has to go a little bit earlier than she normally does on these days. She's currently in the middle of a very important game. Ayla, are you on there?
Yeah.
Say hi to the vlog.
Hello, vlog.
That means that we have to be at dance a little bit earlier this week than normal, which works out because today is a short day for the littler kids at school. But on top of that, we also got, oh my gosh, this Wednesdays have turned into our busiest days. We've got dance and karate now is on Wednesdays for Landen. 2 optional soccer things, which I don't think they're gonna go do today because the boys need haircuts desperately today. So Addie, let's go. Grab your shoes, come on. Landen has karate at 4:15 and the only time slot available for a haircut today was at 3:40. Addie's class is at 3:30 and Lilia's out of school at 3 o'clock. So I'm rounding up all of those kids. Landen and Tommy are staying here. I'm gonna go pick up Lilia from school, take her with me to go drop off Addie at dance, and then take the boys to go get their haircut and then come back to dance or come back home. I don't even know yet. Chris is getting ready to take a deep dive into the deep, dark depths of the, is it really? It's 94 degrees outside.
Yeah, but it's like 75 in the pool.
He's going into the pool. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but our pool light when we moved into this house never worked. And we don't know if it ever worked, honestly. So this is kind of a long story. I'll let him tell a story because he's about to go fix the pool light because he thinks that he got it, which is a miracle because it wasn't working. He got it for sure, right? Well, we'll see when it's in. I don't know. It's been a work in progress. We've had multiple people look at it.
Pulled all the old wire this morning. Wow. So we're good.
Which that was a job in and of itself. This is like so hard to explain. There's a lot that went into this and I feel like explaining it is, there's a lot. But Landen's getting ready for karate. Oh, I absolutely love this. He's loving it, by the way, trying his mouth guard. He has like a whole, because it's mixed martial arts, but karate, I don't know. He takes the karate class at the, I don't know, but he also has boxing stuff. I don't understand. And that, oh my gosh, he's got the whole setup. I'll see you after, buddy K. I don't fully understand the whole karate world yet. I'm learning. I finally understand the soccer world after like 3 years of being a soccer mom. I feel like I finally get it. Like I know what offsides is. I know it. Speaking of, actually, this cup is my favorite thing of life. Like how perfect. What does it say, Mom? It says, I can't. My kid has practice, a game, something. I got it off Amazon. On a completely different note though, things are really getting moving around here. We got some amazing news this morning from the county that our permit is officially fully approved for the garage conversion. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get more into that at a later time because I don't have time to go over all of it right now, but we are fully approved and ready to get started on construction. We're gonna start in about 2 weeks and the whole project is gonna take, we've gotten different numbers, but anywhere between 2 months and 4 months. So in about 2 to 4 months, we're gonna have 3 additional bedrooms, but that is actually different from the last time I talked to you guys. We've got an update there as well. Like I said, so much has changed and so much is continuing to change, especially with these projects in our house. Like we change our mind every day, like every hour really. The more information we get and the more knowledge we have around everything, the more we're able to make more educated decisions on stuff. So anyway, we're fully approved to move forward with that project. What that project is though, we'll talk about it in a little bit. How was school?
Good.
It's Spirit Week at Lilia's school this week.
Same thing as Red Ribbon.
And so every day they have something different. So like Monday was pajama day. Today was, they called it Zoom day.
Yeah.
Like only post 2020 people would know what that means. It means that you dress nice on the top and you dress like in PJs on the bottom, or like just not cute on the bottom. I passed away. It was hilarious.
I need to go swimming because I'm replacing these pool lights here. The long story short is as soon as we moved in, the pool lights never worked. And I'm thinking like, oh, you know, maybe it was just a bad bulb or whatever. So we get in there and I pull the lights out of the pool. I look at them. Bulbs definitely need to be replaced because the flint was broken in both of them. They were not operable at all. And then I opened up the seal on one of the lights, and I kid you not, a gallon of water poured out of this thing. So I'm thinking, great, this thing has been leaking for 20 something years. So after investigating, troubleshooting the old fixtures, I ended up buying completely new ones. And with that being said, I have to pull new wire in through there, which goes underground here all the way to the equipment way over there. So I have it pretty much pulled all the way through. I have the old wire pulled out. That's up on the patio. That's all pulled out, which was a job in itself. So these are in, but it's almost all the way pulled through on that end, except for right here inside. All right, so I have to go under and screw this into the top there, but this is filled with air and it's very buoyant, and I cannot hold this and the camera at the same time. So I'll be right back.
Good to go.
Hey, what's up?
I'll be back. Okay, I dropped the girls off at dance and
We're gonna get Starbucks.
you think, don't you? They really want Starbucks. All right, maybe after. The thing is your haircut is in 4 minutes. So
Not my fault.
I know, no one said it was your fault. So I'm gonna race the twins over to their haircut. I wanted to get Landen's haircut also, but he's got karate today, so the timing didn't work out, which I usually like to keep them on the same day or at least around the same time. That way we're not going, because otherwise we would be getting haircuts like literally every week if they were all on a different schedule. But today is specifically the perfect day for the twins because they have nothing today. So it's time. I was just showing Kyson and Kaden their old birthday montages. We decided to spend a day one of these days watching all the old birthday montages. Look at my face! Look at my face! Gosh, look at you now. Like, what happened? How did they just grow up in the blink of an eye? How does this happen? How does this? It does. No, I know, but it felt like the blink of an eye. I don't like it.
Don't go, just leave, no stay with me, I'm in, complete, I got.
All right, fresh cut, let's see. Ooh, fresh cut. Take a moment really quick. Can I see you guys back to back really quick? Really quickly.
Yes,
Look at this. What in the world? There's literally like a 6-inch difference. Overnight. I'm not okay. I'm like 5'1".
Oh.
I know, and Kyson's almost as tall as me. Kyson, back to back with me.
Right here, Mom.
And I'm wearing shoes too. Okay.
I'm almost taller than you. You're like 5'3", 5'4", right?
I'm like 5'3 3/4.
Dude, I 7th grade. I got 2 more inches. Yeah,
I'm not okay.
Taller than you.
We're gonna get Starbucks for these lovely little.
Starbucks because you said no, and then you're like, you know what? Something is so good.
Since you guys are so great. All right, we're gonna take a Starbucks break.
I need to buy a strip out kit to clean the grooves underwater in this housing.
You're speaking another language. I don't know what you're saying right now. Housing, screws, and stripping, and what? Tell me in like normal.
The dumb version is the screws are not going back into the pool. It's not working. I don't know why.
So you got the light in?
Yeah, everything's good. All the wires pulled in.
And it works?
No, I haven't hooked it up yet.
Okay,
it's
okay.
Not screwed in.
We don't know if it works. Okay. So did you pull it back out?
Huh? No, I didn't. No, the wires pulled all the way through.
I don't.
So I was underwater for like 30 minutes, freezing to death. And it's just,
Were you breathing?
It's not working.
Do you have a snorkel? We have got so many projects going on right now, you guys. Hi, buddy. How was karate?
Yes.
Did you have a good time?
I want to sign up for jiu-jitsu and boxing.
You want to do jiu-jitsu and boxing? You want to do jiu-jitsu and boxing and karate and soccer?
Yeah.
We have so many house projects going on right now. You are looking at the future ADU, which stands for additional dwelling unit. This is what is causing all of the drama within our household at the moment. Addie got stung by a bee on her foot a couple weeks ago, and I don't want to be the next one. Anyway, to bring you up to date, if you haven't been following, which even if you have been following, we've changed so much at this point. It's basically a whole new story at this point. So let me just bring you up to date. Let me give you a full rundown of what's going on and what our future plans are. What our plans were, what they changed into, and what they are now. Hi, my name's Jess. We moved into a new house back in April, I think. And we plan on doing a lot to this house. Now, this is the main house and this is the detached garage. It's 1,200 square feet, just under 1,200 square feet. It's massive, it's a mess, as you can see. We bought this house knowing that we were gonna turn this garage into a living space. My mom and my dad live with us, if you don't know, and at our last house, they had a mother-in-law suite, basically. Their own separate living area with a kitchen. Anyway, when we bought this house, it didn't have that, but we had a certain budget to where we knew that we would either buy a place that already had that or spend a little bit less on a place and then add it on. So this was in the plans from the beginning. So essentially all we need in this space is 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and like a kitchen living area. This can get really complex really fast, so I'm gonna try to just like water it down, but just know that there's so much in between. Originally, we were planning on just cutting it in half, not physically, but like literally just making half of it a living space and keeping the other half of it as a garage. So like 600 square feet of it would be 1 bedroom living area. We started working up the plans. We have an architect, we have an engineer, like we have so much of this in the works. So we got a fully written up drawing of what this was gonna look like. We submitted it to the city as such, okay? Mind you, up to this point, we had so many other ideas. We talked about tiny homes. My mom loves tiny homes. Like she's obsessed with tiny homes. She doesn't want a lot of space to necessarily like take care of. We talked about turning a storage container into a home. They have those, like they really creative ways of doing that. Like we had a lot of different thoughts in mind, but ultimately that's what we decided. We were just gonna convert this garage into a space. We submitted the plans, okay? Then one day our contractor came out here and we started taping up a real size version of what was gonna go in there. So we had tape on the floor. It was really cool. And he laid it out and I actually joined the conversation late. My mom and Chris were out there and he was like, this isn't gonna work. I mean, it can work, but it is really small. And the amount of money that you're putting into this project is a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 1 living area. There's so many bees on Chris's car. I'm just trying to vlog here. Holy Jay. I think it's a wasp. I don't even think they're bees. It keeps flying around. There's another one and there's another one in there right now. I think there's like a hive in there.
I was just trying to see if that's what that is. God, I see them in there.
They're all-
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wasps. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Oh, I can put that camera somewhere else, bro.
Okay, we're relocating.
I cannot believe how many wasps.
There's a lot.
Right there.
They're not bees, those are
Oh,
wasps.
those are definitely.
Okay, that's terrifying. Okay, shoot, where was I? The point I'm trying to make is that it was just going to be a small area and we were all cool with that. We submitted the plans. The plans were on their merry way until our contractor actually laid out what the layout is going to look like, the actual layout. And he was like, this is really small. And for the amount of blood, sweat, tears, and money that you're gonna be putting into this project, why don't you just do the entire thing? On top of that, we thought that we were allowed to have 2 ADUs on our property. And since then, we think that we're only allowed 1. Still not completely sure on that, but California, gotta love it. We don't have control over what goes on our property, essentially. It's really complicated. You think since we have all this land, we could do whatever we want with it, and that is just not the case here. But if this is the only ADU that we are ever allowed on our property, after doing some math, we realized that the cost difference between doing a 1 bedroom versus a 3 bedroom is, it just doesn't make sense to just do the 1. If this is the only one that we're ever allowed long term, we could either rent it out or we could have, like one of my kids can live in it or I can live in it and give my kids the main house. Like we would have so many more options. Mind you, everything is already submitted. That being said, nothing was approved yet and construction hadn't started. So if we were gonna change things up and make this decision, now is the time. So after sleeping on it many nights and talking to many different people, we decided, let's scratch it. Let's draw up a completely different set of plans, which now included a 3 bedroom because 1,200 square feet is a very, like that's the size of a house, which would not only give us so many different options in the future or opportunities in the future, but it would also up the value of this house tremendously. And with such a minor difference in cost between putting a 1 bedroom and a 3 bedroom in, it just made sense. So we scratched the entire plan and started from square one. A little bit of time went by. We now made a completely different set of plans. We put the septic tank in, which I think I showed you guys a little bit because we are in septic out here. We're on well water. We're in the country out here, so like everything is, which is a whole learning curve in and of itself, let me tell you. So I'm learning so much about that, but it needs its own septic tank. It needs fire sprinklers. Like it is turning into such a headache of a project. So you better freaking believe we're gonna get every inch out of that space as possible now. Needless to say, it has been a roller coaster up to this point. We did get the plans resubmitted. This was a few months ago now, and as of today, we are fully approved to start construction. Hallelujah. Once construction starts, it shouldn't take that long. We're thinking anywhere between between 2 and 4 months to get it done. And then we will have not 1, not 2, but 3 separate bedrooms out there, which we honestly, if I'm being totally just real with you guys, we don't know what we're gonna do with it yet. It's kind of up in the air right now. Once my mom is living out there, that'll free up another room in our house, which you guys know we had plans on adding on more bedrooms to our house, which now, after talking to people, we have so many other ideas. This is gonna have to be a whole nother vlog in and of itself because it's a whole nother story. But basically, we're gonna do it in the attic, and then we started actually talking about going out instead of going to the attic, and now we might do both or neither. So we've got lots of options here, which is what I love about this property, because regardless, we're gonna make it work. We have so many different options. It's just, I didn't realize how many options we had, I guess, out here, and we obviously wanna make the smartest decision on every level. So I feel like that just barely scratched the surface of it, but yeah, that's happening. On another note, I ordered something a few weeks ago. Addie's obviously like in our room temporarily right now, and it works. Like, it really actually works really good. But one thing that we struggle with a lot is the amount of space for the clothes, like for her clothes, for my clothes, for Chris's clothes. We've been coming up with temporary solutions because this is the temporary setup. One of those temporary solutions is what you're looking at in front of us. I found this on Amazon. It is a super cheap dresser. I don't even think it's quite a dresser. I'm gonna give you guys an honest review. I'm a little skeptical about it only because it's not an actual dresser. These are like, what are those called?
It's like cube storage.
Cube storage. It's kind of like cube storage, but it has really good reviews and it's like a really cheap option. So I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna put it together though, and I think I'm gonna put it just right here. I just have some space right here to be able to put stuff, and right now, like I said, we're just struggling with where to put all the clothes in here. It's gonna look like this, hopefully.
The picture makes it look like an actual dresser.
I know.
It's the confusing part.
Yeah, it does online too, but I read the reviews thoroughly, so I knew it was gonna come like this, so I'm not caught off guard with it. This was my dresser before, and since Addie moved in, I completely emptied it out and we put all of her stuff in here, which works for the most part, but now everything that was in here no longer has a home, so it's all just kind of been collecting in my closet. So this, I'm hoping, will give us a little bit of a temporary solution.
You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free.
Okay, this looks actually way better than I was expecting. It looks really high quality, and it actually is for being cube storage. Like, the front of this is actually like a pleather material. They have handles, and the inside, they come with an insert so that way you can actually separate in here. It has like different compartments. Like, this one has 2, but then some of them don't also. So there's also big ones in here. And then, yeah. Anyway, this is really neat. I'll link it down below. I got it off of Amazon. It's definitely gonna do the job for the time being. And I also like that it's not super wide either, like this way, which could be a downside if you really need the space this way, but for me, this is like kind of a walkway here, so this works perfectly. Now I just hope that it fits all the stuff that I need it to, and if not, I can probably actually fit another one here if needed temporarily, but I am actually really liking this.
Is it done?
It's done. Thank you for your help. He's my little helper, little mechanic. Over here, I've got my little makeup artist. Are you enjoying your makeup time? Yeah. All right, all of that worked out really well in there. I just got finished with a lot of organizing, but I still have so much to go. But that's not gonna be tonight. We need to go to bed. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.